Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. It is now 7:06. Monday, June 6th, 66 degrees, getting up to 85. Lots of sixes, by the way. Just thought I mentioned that. WOBM 1160. There's another one. 1310. Radio Pup app. WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160. Going to be a beautiful day. And there's no better way to start a beautiful day than by seeing Ms. Zarita Mattox in studio with you. Good morning, Zarita.
Good morning, Jeremy.
Zarita is the Chief Librarian and Branch Manager of the Toms River branch of the Ocean County Library. Zarita, what does all that mean? What do you do every day? What do you do? I mean, do you just read books? Do you just file stuff? Are you going through the Dewey Decimal System? Tell me.
Now you know better than that.
I do.
No, as a chief librarian in Toms River Headquarter Branch, I am the branch manager. I take care of branch business, the staff, as well as any other community things that we're doing. And I'm also on the administrative team for the system, to manage the things that may come up throughout the system, visioning and, part of the planning that we do throughout the system.
All right. So system. First of all, how many libraries are in the system?
21.
21. That's not bad. Okay. And how many employees are in the system? I mean, ballpark.
It's probably close to 600.
600?
Yeah, employees.
And do you know how many are in your branch in Toms River?
My branch, because my branch is the headquarters, I have facilities, operations, so I'm going to guess probably close to maybe 2.
Really?
I'm guessing.
So you have 200 employees, and they work for you?
No. They work for Ocean County Library.
Yeah, but you're a branch manager. That's
I am.
So that's you're telling me that you can't be like, listen, I don't like this person over here. We need to make them go away. You don't do that?
No, I don't do that.
You don't do that?
No, I work as a team with my team. But because I'm in the system, it's a branch within the system headquarters. So the circulation, the children's YA info services, that's really under my domain.
Okay.
And then technology facilities and all that, they just housed in the same space with us.
Okay. All right, cool. So but it's still, you have a lot of responsibility. I mean, that's a pretty large organization relative to Ocean County, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a very large organization, and because of all the different aspects of the things we do as a library system, and locally as a branch, we have people come through our branch. Could be anybody. It could be the commissioners. It could be freeholders and what have you, because we're the headquarters.
Right.
So
you have it's a very busy. We have one of the most busy library systems in the free world, right?
Yes, we do.
I mean, you have at least you have hundreds of people that come in every day.
Yeah, sometimes thousands of people, depending on what's going on. We have thousands of people coming through, literally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I always ask this of everybody. So, is there still microfiche?
Yes, we still have microfiche.
I just like saying microfiche. Okay, good. I got it out of the way. Zarita, what I want to know is when you how did you end up here? How did this become your vocation? When you were a little girl and you were like, gosh, one day I want to be, and did you fill in the I want to be with I want to be working at the Ocean County Library? I mean, or how did it happen?
Well, actually, I never knew there was an Ocean County Library. Right. I'm from Brooklyn, and I grew up in Brooklyn, and my first time to a library was the Brooklyn Public Library. I still remember the smell of the library, the books, and how excited I was. And no, that's not actually my first vocation. I thought about it being a teacher, and I also thought about performing in some respects because I had opportunities to go to the Brooklyn Brooklyn Museum, and I loved, the first time I saw a movie was like The Sound of Music, and I danced all the way home. So theater and performing arts probably was my first passion. But through the years, I started out, my first degree is in performing arts and theater, and then I wanted to learn about children in theater, and I wanted to learn more about children, so I ended up being a teacher. And then as I grew and kids grow, I got married and all this stuff, I ended up at the library. But the story to how I got to the library is interesting because I was actually working at the Holiday Inn.
Really?
Yes,
Here?
right here in Tom's River.
That was like 3 hotels ago. Then it became the TR Hotel. Anyway,
exactly.
Go ahead.
But anyway, I was working there because I have a handicapped son and he was ill. And I called it my diversion job because I was in the hospital most of the time with him. And so this one day I decided, let me go in and see what's going on. And I saw all these happy people coming out of the Holiday Inn. They had ears on. It was around Christmas time. They had these, reindeer ears on, what have you. And they just looked so happy. And I went back there to see, well, who do I know back here? And so I saw several people, ended up meeting the director and a couple of other people. And they're like, don't you want to come work at the library? I don't know,
Right.
But eventually, through different steps and processes, I did end up coming to the Ocean County Library.
So and now have you worn reindeer ears at subsequent holiday parties?
No.
You've never. So the allure of the whole library thing was the whole reindeer ear and the fun, and then you've never even partaken.
Well, not in that respect, no.
Okay, all right. You just felt like this was a good work environment. This was a place to be.
It was a wonderful work environment. It was to see people so happy, and even in my interview, there were people who had switched positions because they'd worked so many years in one position. They had the opportunity to try something new. And I always understood that this library system gives opportunity because it is so large and there's so many different departments and things to do. There's opportunity for you to try something that you didn't try before.
Right. So let's be honest here. Just us girls talking, you and me, Zarita. Right. So you have a background in the performing arts.
I do.
Right. Okay. So that means, and I'm going to take a leap here. That means that by association, you're kind of an extrovert. Right. Like to a large extent. Right.
To some
you're
extent.
comfortable with performing. Listen, I will never forget being up against you in Jeopardy, where we both knew the answers, and you still decided that you wanted to answer every question before me because you're competitive and you're out there. And then, by the way, I think you sang the national anthem. So or God Bless America or something like that. So you are an extrovert. Now, it is my in my exposure to folks that work in bookstores and libraries. Very much book people, quote unquote, are introverts. How do you do with that?
Because I have an introvert side. I need time to go into my cave, as they say, and
right.
I need time away. I can be alone very happily. But there are times that, I enjoy being out and,
right.
That kind of thing. So I think nowadays it's a mix of people because libraries are so different today. It's not just about the books. We do programs. We have outreaches in the community. Our library system is very community focused in a lot of ways. So the issues of our community are things we need to address, and so we do what we have to do to meet those needs.
So what you're saying to me is it's not necessarily just book people, quote unquote, that work in the library anymore because there's so much going on at the library.
Exactly. There are people who are very much into it's books, it's technology, it's arts, it's outreach, it's even social things where, you're concerned about the community, things that are happening in your community. How can you create programs? We have small business, librarians that focus on small business or legal or music. It's just a number of things.
Right. Okay. So speaking of in our community, right, I know that we just saw last week and heading into this week now, we've seen that Brian Hanlon has put his sculptures all across town, and I'm telling you what, they're big.
They're huge.
They're huge. It's like last year with the Seward stuff, we did the Seward Johnson stuff. It was you would almost think that there were people, because they were like life size.
Right.
This is like larger than life, right?
It is. And when he was putting it in, I was outside and the people were like going up, taking pictures right away. Everybody was like so excited to see them, but they are huge. They are huge.
Right. Right. And so what is the system doing around supporting that? Are there programs around that built, et cetera?
Oh, yeah. This year's summer reading programs that are going throughout the system, the themes are on your mark, get set, ready for read for children, and then get the game read, get in the game read, for teens, and then exercise your mind read. So the whole theme is somewhat health, wellness, exercise, and that kind of thing.
Right.
And a lot of his sculptures deal with sports figures and things like that. So we're going to be tying into that. Eric LeGrand is going to be here in July, and we have other programs.
Eric LeGrand from Rutgers.
From Rutgers,
Gotcha.
exactly. He's going to be here in July. We're very excited about his program, and he'll be doing a book signing. It's Monday, July 18th at 7 p.m., and it's going to be in our Mancini Hall. And so most of our programs this year are going to deal with exercise and what have you. So Brian Hanlon's sculptures come in perfectly for this year.
Cool. So we're going to talk more about summer reading and some of the other programs that are happening at the library. Zarita Mattox, Chief Librarian, Branch Manager of the Toms River Branch of the Ocean County Library. Back with more Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin after this.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin wherever you go. Download the Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Now, back to Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 and WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin here with Zarita Mattox, Chief Librarian and Branch Manager of the Toms River Branch of the Ocean County Library. That is correct. And so, Zarita, why don't you tell us what else is going on this summer? What are the, I'll tell you what. I look at the calendar for the Toms River Library. You have this little event thing on the website.
Yeah.
And it is overwhelming. There's so much stuff going on.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on because there are a lot of people out there. We want to try to reach out to all our customers. So we do have a lot of things going on. It's really exciting, though. But throughout the system, we have stuff going on. I bought you a little present.
Uh-oh, what did I get? What did I get?
You get the whole program book for the whole system.
Oh, I didn't get you anything. I feel so badly now.
Well, I'm honored to be here with you today.
Go ahead.
How's that?
Good.
All right. So some of the things that I'd like to talk about today is, number one, we have a wonderful new service that we're going to be doing. This is throughout the system. This is not just Toms River, and it's called Hoopla, which is a revolutionary digital service which will allow our customers to access hundreds of thousands of movies and full music albums, audiobooks, and so much more. And we really want to encourage people to get ready for it. It's coming, and it's going to be very exciting. The other thing is, if they haven't gotten our mobile app, they need to get that. All right, so for this summer, we have teen programming where teens can come and volunteer in the library, and that's called SAIL, Service and Achievement in the Library. And it's a great program for teens who are not quite ready to work the regular jobs and that kind of thing. But it's a great opportunity to work within the library and to do programs, help with programs, create little programs, and it's a lot of fun. And one of the other things that they do is they work with young children, kindergarten through fifth grade, and they allow them to read to them. It's called Reading Buddies, and it's a wonderful program for kids that just need some time to learn to read or expand their reading, and they read to the teens. So it's a lot of fun, and it's good for the teens also to be able to be there and support this younger generation, helping them out. In our Lacey branch, they're going to have a great mac and cheese bake-off on Thursday, June 16th. We also have the multi-generational orchestra, at our Brick branch on July 19th at 7 p.m. And if you like jazz, the Upper Shores is hosting an afternoon of jazz on Saturday, June 25th at 3 p.m. Singer Maggie Warsdale and piano player John Kalan are going to be there.
So, Zarita, one thing for you. You've skipped over the most important thing that happens at the library, and it's a little disappointing. I'm not going to lie.
Is it? What did I miss?
So today, between 3 and 5,
is
the Dungeons and Dragons Club. Now, Zach, did you know that people still play Dungeons and Dragons like that?
Of course.
You knew that?
I do.
Oh my God! I may just drop by to see what kind of cats are at the Dungeons and Dragons Club in the Elks Room in the teen zone.
You might find me there.
Ages 14 to 18, so you are overage, brother.
No.
And I do have one other quick update. Very important. I'm sorry, it's way off topic, but I have been watching Osprey Cam ever since last week when we had Bonnie on from Island Beach State Park, and one of the osprey just hatched. And you could have seen it if you were watching live Osprey Cam. Anyway, when we get back with Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, with Zarita Mattox, we're going to give her the magic wand and see what she does with this, with it. Back after this.
The news never stops at WOBMAM.com. Get the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, 734, Monday, June 6th, 66 degrees, getting 85 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pup app at WOBMAM.com, 732-505-1160. Zarita Mattox, Chief Librarian and Branch Manager of the Toms River Branch of the Ocean County Library, with us on the phone. Tom, good morning.
How you doing, guys?
What's going on?
Yeah, I wanted to get to Zarita about one of the features that are in the library that she hasn't mentioned yet, I don't believe, because I just got on a little while ago. But this one, is Zarita there?
I'm here. Good morning.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to thank you for, I don't have a computer. And what I do is I call the library number, and I dial 4, and I get to the research department upstairs.
Yes, info services. Mm-hmm.
They are just wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
You can ask them any question you want, and within minutes you'll get an answer. Or if they can't get the answer immediately, they'll call you back and give you the answer to the question that you propose. And I just think that's wonderful. And they'll even send information to you free of charge if it's less than 5 pages, I believe. And you just can't beat that kind of service.
I'm so glad that you enjoy it.
I hope you never do away with that service. It's fantastic.
No, they're a great team, and
we have a lot of seniors here that don't have computers, and it's a really great service for them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tom. We appreciate the testimonial.
Right. Thanks a lot, huh?
All right. Have a great day.
Enjoy your day.
Bye.
Look at that. You are. You just can't. You can't pay for advertising like that, Zarita. You just can't pay for advertising like that. You were saying that you wanted to. You had something else on Brian Hanlon. That we have a ribbon cutting tomorrow, right?
We do. We have a ribbon cutting right outside of the town hall at 12 noon. And it's pretty exciting. Brian is going to be there, and of course, all the people who want to be there from the town, the mayor, and everybody.
Nice.
And so we'll have our ribbon cutting. But if it rains or the weather's not giving us good weather, we're going to be in the Bishop building.
Yeah, that's not going to happen because it never rains around the library. There's actually a little halo around it. So we have another phone call. Who do we have, Zach?
We have Diane on the line with us.
Hey, Diane. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Good. Good morning.
I was wondering about the program for the teens that aren't quite ready to work. I have a grandson that I think would love this. How could he find out about it?
Which town do you live in? Are you in Toms River?
I live in Toms River. They live in Brick, but which libraries have it?
A lot of libraries have it, but if you like to, you can come right to Toms River, and we have a brochure that you can pick up, and it's also an application, and he can come fill it out.
Okay, great.
All right. Now, what grade is he in?
He's going into high school.
Oh, excellent. He's at a perfect
So
age.
he's 14. He's not quite ready to really have a regular job, and he's a wonderful young man, and he's very outgoing. I think he would love something like this.
Oh, I think he would. He'll have a great time. It's an excellent experience for young people, and they get volunteer hours, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Diane. Look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Lot of interest around what is happening at the Toms River branch of the Ocean County Library, and I know you have so many different events there. And you know, I feel badly because this is where I don't want to say it's like a power trip, but there are certain advantages to sitting on this side of the desk So I've been watching you and you clearly are a librarian, and you clearly are an academic on some level, because you've taken copious notes, you've highlighted things, you've drawn lines. There's all kinds of things going on over there across the way. And I'm going to tell you that, unfortunately, time just isn't allowing us any of those things. And instead, I am going to pull the power card, and I'm going to say, Zarita, we're going to give you the magic wand. We're going to give you the magic pixie dust, the fairy dust, the ability to make an impact. What are you going to do, Zarita?
I would like to really, if from a personal level as well as from a professional level, really be able to reach out into communities where we have underserved, or communities where children are not or don't have access to libraries, and maybe even adults that don't have access to the information that we have. And if there were a way that I could really expose them to and give them the knowledge and understanding that we're there to help and support them in whatever area of life that they have or they're in, and no matter what they've been through, there's something at the library that can help you to grow, to go forward, and just to make your life better. I would say that that's what I would do, to be able to really reach out to the community at large and say, come on in, we're a great place, but really to access all the wonderful things that we have, that it's not just books anymore. It really isn't.
Right. Well, and that's such a great point. And we've heard that repeatedly, actually, because we have such an active library system. And I think we probably had 3 or 4 different folks come on from the library talking about all the great things that are happening there. And it's, it's clear that this is just it is not your grandparents' library. Where could folks learn more about the Ocean County Library?
You certainly can go online at the Ocean County Library, look us up online, and come in our doors. And you can give us a call. And so there are lots of different ways to get in contact with us. But we'd love to see you walk through our doors.
All right. Well, Zarita, we've set a new record because we have another phone call for you. So who do we have, Zach?
Hey, Geraldine is here.
Oh, hey, Geraldine. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Fantastic.
I know your dad. He worked with him in real estate a long time.
Oh, all right. Well, you don't hold that against me, do you?
Not at all. I love him.
Thank you.
He's a dear friend.
Good.
Okay, listen, the reason I'm calling is because I do enjoy at the library at the third Thursday, I think it is, they have that piano player. I hope she's still there.
Yes, she is.
She is. Okay, good. But what I called initially was for Silverton. I live in Silverton, and I don't have a car. So what I'm saying is there's several vacant stores here, and I've suggested to the Stop and Shop management that they should have one of these stores allocated to the library, because it would be a great thing for people to come and sit and to read books. And, I know they have that mobile unit, but this is a totally different concept, and it would be very, very much appreciated in the area. And if you want to return books, you can return them right there. You don't have to worry about going all the way down to the library in Toms River or in Bricktown, because it's like right in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying like a store within a store, like a library in the supermarket?
Yes. Well, no.
I'm sorry, other way around.
There's a lot of vacant stores there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and one of those stores could be utilized as a library. What do you call it? A branch, or what do they call another?
Like a reading room we have in Whiting. We have a reading room. And when we were doing the brick renovation, I know a lot of people enjoyed us. We had a space in one of the shopping centers.
Right, and like returning books, etc. You have to go all the way downtown, or you go to the Ocean County Mall. I mean, it's sort of out of the way, especially if you don't have a car. And then that van that you have with the books that goes around to, that's okay for people who don't have access to walking or a car, whatever. But this is a great idea for a meeting place for people.
Absolutely.
Socialize, and I think it's very important because we don't have enough socialization in the retirement communities.
Absolutely. Well, Geraldine, thank you so much for the recommendation. We are going to bring that up to the Board of Chosen Freeholders. Who's the liaison, by the way? Do you know?
Vicari.
Oh, Joe Vicari.
Joe
Listen,
Vicari.
We just had Joe V on. We couldn't. We totally blew it. But listen, great idea, great suggestion. Zarita, most importantly, great job out of you and everything you do in the community and for the library. And really really the Ocean County Library and the Toms River Library specifically really are the kind of one of the I want to say the centerpieces of our Toms River revival, right?
Yes. I love being in the center of town. There's so much that we can do and be part of in the community. Can I tell you one more thing?
Absolutely not, Zarita. Okay. Thank you so. It's been so great having you this morning.
All right.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin back after this.
Rush Limbaugh today at noon. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin coming up next. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.